Hi, and welcome to this quick clip about backwards trig. Normally, when you solve trig problems, you are given a function of an angle and you're told what size that angle is, and then you find the ratio. So you might, for example, have one where it says the sine, that would be the function, the sine of, let's say, 30 degrees, and then you come up with the ratio, which is a fraction. So we've been learning the hand trick, so I'll use my hand. And for 30 degrees, we learned that that is of these three fingers, you have 30, then 45, and then 60, in that order, 30, 45, 60, regardless of which hand you use. So I will put down the finger representing 30 degrees, because this is for 30. So then you read the hands for sine, you read the left-hand side of the finger that's down. And see how I've drawn a little radical there. So root, and there's one finger. So this is root 1 over the palm, which is 2. So root 1 over 2, well, the square root of 1 is just 1. So we will just call this 1 over 2. And that would be the sine of 30 degrees. But now we are switching, and we're going to do the opposite of this. So what we'll say is, now what if you were given the sine of something and you are told that it is, let's say, root 3 over 2. So now, this time you don't know which fingers to put up and down. You don't know if it's a 30 or a 45 or a 60-degree angle. But you want to put down the fingers such that when you're reading the left-hand side, which is the sine, that you end up with root 3 over 2. So here's my hand, and I need root 3, so I need these three fingers up. So this must be the finger that I put down. Root 3 over 2. Well, what's the degrees on this one? It is 60 degrees. So it's a 60-degree angle that has a sine of root 3 over 2. Now, you notice I also wrote on there pi over 3, which is the radian measure of a 60-degree angle. And pi over 4 is the radian measure for 45, and pi over 6 is the radian measure for 30. So let's do one more of these. Let's say we do tangent of something is 1. All right, well, I want to put my hand such that when I read tangent, I get 1. You might think, well, that's strange, and I chose this one because it's kind of a hard one. But when you read the tangent, you read only the fingers, only the roots sticking up, not the 2. So don't worry about the 2. So the tangent at what angle is 1? Well, we're going to have a fraction there, and if we have the same thing on the numerator and denominator of our fraction, then that will be equal to 1. So I know if I put down my middle finger, then that leaves me 2 fingers up on the left and 2 fingers up on the right, and I'm just reading the fingers to find the tangent. So I'm going to say root 2 over root 2. Again, just read fingers for tangent. So root 2 over root 2, well, anything over itself just equals 1. So how many degrees is that? 45, or I'll go ahead and write it in radians this time. Tangent of pi over 4 is 1. And that's it. Thanks so much.